Welcome back, guys, to day 11 of distance learning. Today we're going to work on the same basic concept of solving systems of linear equations, except this time we're using a concept known as elimination. So I want you to think of what the word eliminate means. Generally, the easiest way to think about it is with sports. If you're in an elimination tournament, double elimination tournament, basically, it means to get rid of, to remove, something like that, okay? So we're going to use that concept today, but before we get there, I want to take you back to grade 2 for a minute, and we're going to use this concept such as 23 plus 45. I know that's very complicated. Obviously, 3 plus 5 is 8, not very hard, and 2 plus 4 is 6. But really, what is 23? It's actually 20 plus 3, and 45 is really 40 plus 5. So what we're doing is we're really adding up 20 plus 3 plus 40 plus 5. So we look at it vertically like this. We're still doing 3 plus 5, which is 8, and 20 plus 40, which is 60. So 60 plus 8 is 68, which we have right over there. So why am I showing you this? Well, we're doing basically the exact same thing with the skills we're doing. It's just instead of it being nice, pretty little numbers, we're going to be throwing in some variables. Okay. So let's look at our equations here. So this is just like 20 plus 3, and this is just like 40 plus 5. Although we have x's and we have y's, and this time we have an equal sign and a number over here. Okay. So on Thursday, what we had done is we would solve one of these for x and then substitute that in for x. Well, today, instead of us substituting in, we're going to use this concept of elimination, or we're going to get rid of one of the variables. So first thing we're going to do is we have to see, okay, is the coefficient of x's, are they the same? And y's are the same. We need to have one of them be the same. Now, I don't really care about positive or negative. That doesn't really mean anything at this point. Okay, so obviously we have one x and one x. What am I going to do? How am I going to get rid of or eliminate an x? Well, if I have x and I subtract that x from it, the x disappears. Okay, so what we're going to do is a giant subtraction problem here. And the reason why we're subtracting again is because this is a positive x and this is a positive x. The only way to get rid of that x is to subtract it away from it. So now, here's where it gets a little tricky. Each individual part of this we are going to subtract. So we're going to do x minus x, which is 0. This is going to be 3y minus negative 3y. So 3y minus negative 3y is really 3y plus 3y, or 6y. And this is negative 2 minus 16. So negative 2 minus 16 is negative 18. Okay, so 6y equals negative 18. How do we find y? We divide by 6. So y is equal to negative 18 divided by 6 is negative 3. So now what do we do with this negative 3? Well, just like we did the other day, substitute it back into one of the equations and solve for x. It doesn't really matter which one we do it in. I'll just do it in the top one just because it's there. Okay, so 3. Now remember, we substitute in the negative 3 where our y is. That equals negative 2. All right, so we solve. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. So x minus 9 equals, oops, I wrote a 9. It's supposed to be a 2. Sorry about that. Equals negative 2. Add 9 to both sides. Figure out what x is. So negative 2 plus 9 is 7. Now we just plug it in to check. So 7 plus 3 times negative 3, or negative 9. 7 plus negative 9 is negative 2. Down here, 7 minus 3 times negative 3. So this is 7 plus 9 is 16, and it works out for both. So now we're going to come to this one. Okay. So now we're going to look to see which variable has the same coefficient. So the x's have 2's, 2 and a 4. Okay. The y has a 1 and a 1. I know this is a positive and negative. Don't worry about that. We're just really looking at the number right now. So these both have a coefficient of 1. So this is what we're going to do. So what we need to do is we're going to eliminate the y. So this is a negative y and a positive y. So if I have a negative y and I add a y to that, the y is going to disappear. So how am I going to get rid of this y? By adding these two equations. Okay. The last one we subtracted because this is really like positive x plus positive x is going to give me 2x if I add them. So I subtracted it to eliminate. Here, if I were to use the subtraction sign, negative y minus a positive y is going to give me negative 2y, so that's not going to help. So we're going to use an addition to eliminate our y here. Now we're just going to go through and do all of our additions. So 2x plus 4x is, why does it have to be 6 again? 6x. Negative y plus y is 0y, so we don't need to write it. And 9 plus 21 is 30. Okay, so to find x, we divide by 6. I can't write my numbers well tonight. So 30 divided by 6 is 5. Okay. Now what we're going to do is just take that 5, plug it into one of them, and we'll put it into this one. Okay. It doesn't matter which one I put it in. I'm just putting it in here because I'm trying to find y, and y here is positive, so it's just going to make my life slightly easier. So 4 times 5, right? Substitute the 5 in for x, plus y equals 21. Okay. So 4 times 5 is 20. 20 plus y is 21. Subtract my 20 from both sides. So y equals 21 minus 20 is 1. So x is 5, y is 1. That's the solution. That's the x value and y value that make both these equations true. And we can just plug it in real quick. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. So both of those work. So what was nice is with the first two equations, the coefficient of each of them was 1. Okay. Here, if you notice, the coefficients are not 1 for both of them. This has a 3x and a 7x, and this is a 4y and a 4y. So again, we're looking for that same number. So here we have 4's. So we're going to eliminate the y's here because a 4y can take out a 4y pretty easily. So how am I going to get rid of the 4y? So I have a 4y plus a 4y. So that will not work. If I add those together, that will give me 8y. So what I need to do is subtract them. So 4y minus 4y will give me 0y. So that's what we want. So now this becomes 3x minus 7x, which is minus 4x. 4y minus 4y is 0. So now I have negative 6 minus negative 14. So minus a negative 14, we know, is just you're really adding it. So it's minus 6 plus 14, which is 8. Divide both sides by negative 4. X equals negative 2. All right, now let's take this and plug it in. Let's just put it into the top one. Just because there's less, the coefficient is a little bit smaller. Okay. So 3 times x, so x is negative 2, so plug in negative 2, plus 4y equals negative 6. So 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, plus 4y equals negative 6. Add 6 to both sides. Okay, so 4y equals 0. Okay, so obviously we know what y is here. So y equals 0. All right, let's just plug it in to make sure it works. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, plus 0 is negative 6. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14, plus 0 is negative 14. So this one works. Okay. So what's going to be a little bit different about your assignment today is you're going to solve problems just like this. Okay. So each one of the problems is going to have one of the coefficients is going to be the same. So it might be a number, or it might just be, like a 1, just like this. okay, or a 1, just like this. We're going to get to where we have non-matching numbers tomorrow. But one additional thing you're going to do for your assignment, okay, is in the classwork tab. What I want you to do is not only are you going to solve the work in big ideas, you'll answer the questions just like you always have. Except this time, what I want you to do is I want you to take a picture of your work that you're going to do on a piece of paper, and you're going to attach it to this assignment that I put in here. So if you open the assignment, there's nothing in here because all you're going to do is add your picture in. Okay, so you're going to add it in, hit turn in, and all that will work out well. So you can either take a picture with your phone, if you have the Google Drive app, upload it from there, or you can take a picture of your phone with your phone, email it to yourself, and then upload it from there. Or you could take a picture with your Chromebook and upload it from there. But I want to be able to see your work with this assignment as well. I just don't want to see the answers. So good luck. I will have Go Guardian on with the chat. If you need any help, please let me know. Good luck. Bye.